Come on down, folks.
Okay, boy, it's exciting to see so many people. Thank you for coming. I'm Nova Berkshire, and I agreed to be in this role to give you a summary of the report that MoveOn has just published. So we're all members of the local MoveOn.org council, and we're here to release a report on groundbreaking new poll numbers from Washington State. It's really exciting. We're one of nearly 150 events like this nationwide. So the report that's being released today shows that the voters here in Washington think that pouring billions of dollars into the occupation in Iraq while our economy is hurting here at home is the wrong thing to do. So our report shows that a majority of the people here in Washington believe the cost of the war is actually contributing to a decline in the economy and to economic troubles. So the voters all over the country feel the same way according to the data gathered from this poll. The message is really clear. We need to end this war, and then we need to end the recession. So there are a lot of reasons why the war and recession drag on, but Republicans in the Senate have been some of the biggest obstacles to progress. President Bush, Senator McCain, and their allies in the Senate refuse to change course. Now there's some numbers contained in our report. I'm going to share them with you. People here in Washington are worried about the economy, and they believe that the U.S. recession would hurt the state economy. So far we're not doing too bad, but things keep going the way they are nationally, things could change here too. A big majority of voters believe getting out of Iraq is a smart way to is a top way to fix the economy. 54% of Washington voters are worried about the sinking U.S. economy's impact on our state. When given a choice, 70%, that's 70% of the voters in Washington would rather invest the billions that we're dumping into Iraq each week on critical priorities here at home, such as healthcare, education. Make your choice. 51% of voters here in Washington think pulling out of Iraq would help our economy, quote unquote, a great deal. And people across the country think it's one of the best ways to fix the economy. In fact, right here in Washington, the money we're spending on the war could pay for it. Where do you hear these numbers? For health care, increasing coverage for 1,882,219 people. For Head Start, 1,227,498 additional kids. And for scholarships, 1,982,446 scholarships to make college more affordable. Our friends and neighbors need to know this information. Our state hurts because of bad decisions on the economy and the war by Bush, McCain, and their Republican allies in the Senate. So, after this press conference, we'll deliver the report directly to the offices of Senators Murray and Cantwell and to any media outlets that aren't here. As a resident of Washington in this tax-paying season, it infuriates me, it just infuriates me that my tax dollars help to pay for a war that costs, what do you hear this? $3,919,000, that's almost $4,000 a second. $338.6 million every day on a war that cannot be won, and a war that has already cost $526 billion. That's 9 zeros after 526. Think of all the good we could do by investing this money in infrastructure, supporting health care for all, subsidizing education, protecting the environment. I mean, there are a million good things we could be doing with those billions that are going down the drain. So we've got pressing priorities here at home, but Bush and McCain and their allies in the Senate are calling for war without end. It's time to take a stand and end the war and end the recession. So now I'd like to introduce several people who have volunteered to say something today. First, I'd like to introduce Ken Schwiltz. He's a Vietnam vet, and